What's up guys, it's Emmanuel with another video. I'm a 25-year-old entrepreneur in the content creator space, building a media brand and now documenting my journey. In the past, I was faceless behind the brands, building YouTube channels, building Instagram accounts. I've built many of them to millions of followers, but now I'm documenting my journey and building my personal brand. With that said, why do I tell you this? Well, it's because, as you read in the title, is I want to share my experience of the reality of being a 25-year-old entrepreneur and building a business and trying to build something in the content creator economy space. And I just want to share with you guys all the lessons that I've learned so far by doing that. All the lessons that I wish I knew when I was, starting out back in high school, early college days. And stick around all the way until the end because I'm going to be telling you guys what exactly I think is the number one thing that has helped me in my entrepreneurship journey and just keep going no matter what. Like I said, I want to share my experience, so I hope it can help someone out there and just motivate them to keep going. So let's get right into the video. The first thing I want to talk about is that business, entrepreneurship, building your own business is not as glamorous as social media makes it seem like, right? We see on Instagram, we see on YouTube, on TikTok, all these platforms, how people are driving like these really nice cars, they have these watches, they have these vacations, they're partying, they're doing all this, stuff, right? That we see that in reality it's really not what majority of business and entrepreneurship is. Like majority of the time, you're just gonna be building your business. Like it takes a lot to build a business, what I'm saying. And a lot of the time, like things that do not go viral on social media, like working late nights, staying staying and sacrificing time and just like really going back and forth and and ideating what should I do, strategizing, looking at the big picture, leading your team, all these things that are essentially the boring things, they do not go viral on social media, and that's why you don't see them, right? That's why you see all the cars, all the flashy stuff going viral. And I think a lot of people nowadays, if they're not brainwashed, which a lot of them are, it just gives you a false sense of like it's a false image of what truly entrepreneurship business is. Because if you take at its core, entrepreneurship is about innovation, it's about taking risk, it's about building something, right? And a lot of the times it's just very glamorized nowadays. So that's one of the biggest lessons I have learned, is to just really differentiate, well, not differentiate, but really know the difference between what is true versus what is false. Because there's a lot of false things online and on social media that is just, in my opinion, is just more harm than good to younger people that are just trying to make it. Like myself, when I was in high school and college, and even now in my mid-20s, I'm 25 years old right now, it just messes with your head because that's not the reality, right? So that's number one. Another thing that I learned that I want to talk to you guys about kind of leads me to something that I just pointed out in my first point, is that it really takes a lot of work to build something from the ground up, something that is valuable, something that it just really takes a lot of work. And I underestimated this personally. I thought it was going to be easier than it seemed. I thought I was not going to be, like, the amount of hours required to be successful and to build something from the ground up all the way to becoming successful and making money and being profitable and eventually selling something or selling your business. It just, whether it's a small business or a large business, whether it's digital products, physical products, whether it's a service-based business, it really does take a lot, and I mean a lot of work, guys. From the beginning stages to every single stage, it takes a lot of work. And if you're thinking that you're going to be working regular 8-hour days, 9-hour days, 10-hour days, my honest advice would be to probably rethink it, because it really takes 12-hour days, 15-hour days. I mean, 16-hour days you're pushing, right? There's some days where, yeah, it's gonna be easier, but a lot of days you're gonna have to stay up late or wake up early or work the weekends, because when you're building something, it's literally every single day. It's kind of like this analogy. You have to treat it like a baby, because you wouldn't go without a single day taking care of your newborn baby, right? You wouldn't go without a single day feeding your baby, or, like I said, taking care of it. That's how business is. Every single day you have to be thinking about it. And I did not know this going into it. I was just like naive. But when I started getting into the business, when I started having the results, I noticed that it takes a lot of work. And especially as you grow as well, like when you have a team, when you have either freelancers or full-time hires, like these people depend on you. So the responsibility that you have only grows. And probably I'm at an earlier stage of my business, right? Where I'm like, okay, I can't take a day off because it's the beginning stages of my journey. Eventually, probably, it's wise to set systems up and, get yourself out of the business. I feel like that would be a successful business, and a business and a place where you eventually want to get to. But what I'm saying that I don't want you guys to misinterpret is that in the beginning stages, it really takes a lot of work and a lot of hours. So be prepared for that, guys. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I know this is a very important one that I know a lot of people will relate to, is to keep going and don't quit early. Majority of people quit earlier than they have to. In the beginning, it's really going to be hard for many factors, right? One, you're new to the whole business. You're new to entrepreneurship. You're new to starting your own, venture, whatever you're doing, right? So you're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to fail a lot. But I know you probably heard it, right? The cliche, like, oh, don't, take them as failures, take them as learning lessons. But it is true. Like, you have to get that out of your head. It's not a failure. In the beginning, 100%, you are going to fail. It's just a matter of like, okay, shifting your mindset and thinking, okay, this is a failure. Okay, this didn't work. This might be a failure, but it's not a failure. Let me take it as a learning lesson, right? Take it as a learning lesson. See what you can do better. See what you can do different next time, and learn from that. And just be patient, because, like I said, a lot of people quit earlier than they should. They really do. There's a point where things things are not working out, and eventually you should, throw in the towel and call it quits. But what I'm saying is, for majority of people, they want instant results. Like, for example, they want to grow their, social media accounts, and they expect to see results within 1 to 3 videos, for example. That's not how it works. You have to keep constantly posting, and you constantly, every single week, have to keep iterating. You're going to see some results. You're not going to see some results. But it's a long-term game, guys. It is really a long-term game. So with all those lessons that I just talked to you guys about, what have I learned that keep me motivated from all these obstacles, right? All these obstacles, you have failures in the beginning, not quitting too early. You have a bunch of hours that you need to put in. One of the single most important things, and not the most important things, is your why. And you've probably heard of it, right? But it really is true. Like, your why. Why are you doing what you are doing? Like, why do you want to do what you say you want to do? Like, why do you want to be successful with the thing that you say you want to be successful? Because the truth is, if you don't have a strong enough why or whys, eventually you're going to quit. Like, something will come in your journey, some obstacle will come, and it will just be too much and you will just quit. But if your why or multiple whys are strong enough, you will push through those. And that's what has worked for me. Like I've assessed why I want to be doing what I'm doing, and my whys are much stronger than that. And that's why I keep pushing every single day, and that's what I would encourage you as well. Like it to the fundamental, like why are you doing it? Like write 1 or 5 or 10, however many whys you have, right? For doing what you want to do or starting what you want to start. So yeah guys, this was just a short video. I hope it inspired and motivated some of you guys to just go out there, start. If you haven't started, or if you have started, just keep going guys. And if you're interested in entrepreneurship, business, self-development, the creator economy space, make sure to subscribe. I'll also leave a link to my Instagram down below. If you want to connect, feel free to shoot me a message on my Instagram. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one, guys. Peace.